Hey, what's going on? I'm Geno, and today I'm going to show you how to connect your Google credentials to n8n, and we're going to be adding Gmail, Google Sheets, and Google Drive. So we'll go ahead and get started on that. So the first thing to do is go to console.cloud.google.com, and I'll also put a link in the description so you can click that. And the first thing to get started is to create a new project. Now I already have a few projects created here, but basically you just click here and click new project in the top right. You can name the project whatever you want to name it. Click create. And now you should see the new project here in the same drop down. So just double check to make sure that's there. Once you see it, you can click there and it'll open that project. So you can see here that that project is now pulled up. And then we'll come over to the search bar and just type in Google Sheets first. And what this does is it pulls up the Google Sheets API. So we're going to click enable. And we're going to go back to the search bar and we're going to type in Gmail and we're going to enable the Gmail API. Click enable. All right, cool. And then lastly, we're going to also do Google Drive. And click enable. And then next we need to enable the OAuth consent screen. So on the right hand side here, hover over this here, scroll down and click OAuth consent screen. Then just click get started. You can type in an app name and also an email for the user support email. So we'll just name this one test. Click next. Internal or external. So internal is available only to users within the organization, and external means that any test user with a Google account can access the application. So another thing to point out is internal is for Google Workspace users. So if you don't have Google Workspace, you'll only be able to click external. So let's click that and click next. Contact information, you can put in your email address. Check the checkbox and then click finish. And now you can see that's been added right here. All right, cool. So we'll go back up to the search bar and we'll go back to Google Sheets again. Okay, you can see that that API is now enabled. All right, now we're going to click manage. We're going to go to add or remove scopes again. And now we can finally go ahead and start creating our first credential. So click create credentials here on the right. Keep this selected as Google Sheets API. Click user data. Click next. Click add or remove scopes again. Select all rows. Scroll down, click update. Then you click save and continue. For the application type on OAuth client ID, click the drop down and click web application. Okay, and now what we're going to want to do is go back to n8n, click credentials. All right, now click add first credential. Type in Google Sheets. Click continue. We're going to copy this redirect URL right here. Go back to the Cloud Console. And you're going to paste that right here under authorized redirect URIs. Click create. Now this is your client ID, so you can copy that. Go back to n8n. You're going to paste that right here in client ID. Go back to Cloud Console. You can click done. And then just go over to credentials. Click the credentials tab. And this is where you'll be able to grab the client secret. So just click the project. And if you scroll down, you'll see your client secret right here. You can copy that, go back to n8n and paste that there. Click Save. And the credentials are successfully added. And then you're just going to click Sign in with Google. And you're just going to click Continue. Select all. Continue. And the connection is successful. So you can close out of that. And you can see that that credential is now added here. All right. Now, in order to get Google Sheets to work, you also need to hook up Google Drive. All right. So we're going to go ahead and add Google Drive. So all we need to do is click the drop down here in the top right. Click Create Credential. Find Google Drive. Click Continue. And all we need to do is copy and paste that same client ID and client secret. So just go back to your Google Cloud console, click on your project. We're going to copy the client ID from right here. Paste that there. Go back, scroll down and copy the client secret. Paste that there. Click Save. Sign in with Google. Click your email, click Continue. Select all, scroll down, click Continue. And that connection is successful. And finally, we're also going to go ahead and do the same thing for Gmail. All right, cool. And yeah, that connection was successful as well. So we can just close out of that there. And that's it. And you just do that for any additional APIs you want to add. If this video was helpful, like, comment, subscribe. It really helps the channel out a lot. Once again, I'm Geno, and I'll see you in the next video.